friends, colleagues, Dr. Karim, I thank you very much for, by the way, hosting us in your own wonderful center. And of course, for Mona, I work together in the Africa Center for Economic Transformation. We are great partners, and together with, of course, the African Union and others. So it's always a great pleasure for us to be together at this moment in time, talking about the employment. At this point, I'm delighted to welcome all of you to Addis Ababa for the inaugural Africa Development Impact Forum under the compelling theme, Best Practices and Innovative Solutions for Job Creation in Africa. I wish to start by expressing my sincere appreciation to all our partners, speakers, participants, and institutions whose commitment has made this forum possible. Your presence here today reflects a shared conviction that Africa's development challenges can be solved, and that proven solutions can and must be implemented at the scale and speed that our people deserve. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is precisely this conviction that brings us together today. This forum, therefore, is not simply about identifying good ideas. It is about answering a more fundamental question: how do we move proven solutions from isolated successes to continental-wide impact? That question has become particularly urgent because we meet at a time of profound global transformation. Across continents, countries are grappling with climate shocks, geopolitical fragmentation and conflicts, rising debt vulnerabilities, disruptions in global supply chains, and rapid technological change. Artificial intelligence is also reshaping industries, altering labor markets, and redefining competitiveness. In addition, official development assistance is declining, and development financing can no longer be assumed to be available at the scale many countries relied upon in the past, even as demands on governments continue to rise. But Africa's future will increasingly depend on its ability to mobilize domestic resources, attract investment, build competitive industries, and create sustainable employment opportunities for its growing population. So against this evolving backdrop, where does Africa stand? Are we merely reacting to global change, or are we positioning ourselves to reshape it? At a time when many regions are experiencing aging populations and shrinking workforces, Africa possesses one of the greatest strategic assets: its people. More than 60% of Africans are under the age of 25, making Africa the youngest continent in the world. By 2035, Africa is expected to have the largest workforce globally. But this demographic advantage is not automatic. Every year, more than 15 million young Africans enter the labor market in search of opportunity and a better future. According to the International Labour Organization, 53 million young people were not in employment, education, or training in 2023. And the vast majority of those who do find work remain concentrated in informal and low productivity jobs. So yes, the challenge is significant, but so too is the opportunity. Indeed, if Africa's greatest challenge is jobs, then Africa's greatest opportunity also has to be jobs. Why? Because Africa possesses many of the ingredients required for the transformation we seek. It has abundant entrepreneurial talent, vast renewable energy resources, critical minerals essential to the global energy transition, rapidly expanding digital ecosystems, growing urban markets, and the immense opportunities presented by the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. With a market of 1.5 billion people and a combined GDP exceeding $3.4 trillion, the Africa Continental Free Trade Area has the potential to increase intra-Africa trade by as much as 45% by 2045, creating new opportunities for industrialization, regional value chains, and millions of jobs across the continent. The evidence, therefore, tells us that solutions exist, but the question is, why are proven solutions not being adopted more broadly? Why do successful pilot projects remain pilots? And why do excellent policy recommendations too often remain reports on the shelves? These questions lie in the heart of why we have convened here today. Excellencies, far from lacking ideas, Africa is brimming with innovation, entrepreneurship, and practical solutions. Across our continent, governments, universities, think tanks, entrepreneurs, development institutions, and the private sector are generating innovative solutions daily. From Morocco's emergence as a major automotive manufacturing hub to Rwanda's innovative-driven entrepreneurship ecosystem, Ethiopia's industrial and agro-industrial parks, Kenya's globally recognized digital economy, and Egypt's expanding manufacturing base, examples of success are already exist across Africa. So the challenge is not identifying what works, but in ensuring that successful experiences are replicated, adapted, and expanded across the continent. This is precisely why the Africa Development Impact Forum was established. ADIF builds on ECA's long-standing efforts to connect ideas, research, policy, investment, and implementation. It complements platforms such as the Africa Business Forum, which has successfully brought together policymakers, investors, and development partners to advance practical solutions for sustainable development. Crucially, ADIF addresses how to bridge the gap between evidence and implementation, and how to expand proven solutions that create jobs and improve lives. It is about identifying what works, understanding why it works, and mobilizing the partnerships, financing, and institutions needed to scale impact across the continent. Therefore, Excellencies, if Africa is to create jobs at the scale required, then we must build a complete enabling ecosystem for inclusive and job-rich growth. Allow me to highlight 5 priorities. First, we must invest in skills and capabilities that match the demands of a changing economy. Africa's young people are our greatest asset. As such, we must strengthen education systems, expand technical and vocational training, deepen digital competencies, and equip young people with the skills needed to thrive in both existing and emerging industries. Second, we must shift from supporting only startups to scaling enterprises. Africa does not simply need more businesses that survive, but businesses that grow, innovate, compete, and create jobs. This requires stronger public-private partnerships to expand access to finance, markets, technology, and business services to help promising enterprises flourish. Third, we must accelerate industrialization and value addition. Africa cannot create sufficient jobs for exporting by exporting raw commodities while importing finished products. Whether in agriculture, manufacturing, critical minerals, tourism, pharmaceuticals, logistics, digital services, or creative economy, greater value addition must become central to our development model. Fourth, we must leverage the Africa Continental Free Trade Area to develop regional value chains for industrialization and larger markets for African enterprises. The Africa Continental Free Trade Area provides a once-in-a-generation opportunity to develop competitive regional value chains in sectors such as agriculture, pharmaceuticals, automotive manufacturing, textiles, critical minerals, and digital services, attracting private sector investment, creating millions of jobs across borders, and enhancing Africa's economic resilience and competitiveness. Fifth, we must strengthen implementation capacity and accountability. This means policies must be anchored in delivery, institutions must be empowered to execute, and outcomes must be measured rigorously. Because without effective implementation, even the best ideas will fail to produce results. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, over the next 2 days, this forum will move beyond dialogue to action. Through thematic discussions, innovation showcases, hackathons, and collaborative engagements, participants will test ideas, forge partnerships, and identify practical solutions capable of delivering measurable impact. The Africa Development Impact Forum is about building a new model of development cooperation, one that connects evidence to policy, investment, enterprise growth, and job creation. The good news is that we already have the ideas, the talent, the resources, a dynamic private sector, innovative entrepreneurs, and investors who are increasingly demonstrating that African solutions can compete globally as well as the market to transform our economies. What we need now is just execution. Africa's future depends on the choices that we make here today. Together, we can use this forum as a turning point to create opportunities for our young people, transform our economies, and convert Africa's immense potential into shared prosperity. I wish you productive deliberations and every success. Thank you very much for your kind attention.